Okay, good morning everyone, and let's begin with a new standard AS-17. Right, I have shared the material with you on your WhatsApp group. Probably you will receive that in the next 5 or 10 seconds. However, before you receive the material for AS-17, let's understand what AS-17 is. Again, AS-17 is one of those standards that was earlier a part of CA final. Then, since the introduction of IND-AS was there, they shifted AS-17 from final to your level, which is the intermediate level. And now it is a part of your level. So you have AS-17, which was earlier a CA final level question, and now this CA final level accounting standard, and now it is in your level. So let's first understand what is the concept of AS-17. I have shared the material with you. I'm sure you would have received it by now. AS-17, the heading of it says segment reporting. The heading of AS-17 says segment reporting. Right, so let's understand this carefully. My first question to you is, have you all heard the name of this company? Have you all heard the name of this company? Have you all heard the name of this company, Tata? Of course, yes, I'm sure you have heard the name of this company, Tata. My next question to you is Tata in one business or multiple businesses? Is the company Tata into one particular business or multiple businesses? That's my second question to you. Is this into one business or more than one businesses? That is multiple businesses. Right, of course, it is into multiple businesses. Let's try and name five businesses that Tata has. I want five businesses which Tata has. I'm giving you the example of the first one, automobile. So Tata is into the business of automobile. Apart from that, I want to know from you, what are the other four businesses that Tata is into? Of course, Tata is into more than five businesses, but just to explain to you AS-17, let's stick to five businesses, of which one I have told you automobile. Tell me four other businesses that Tata is into. Tell me four other businesses. Come on, I'm sure this is a question of common sense, and I'm sure you will be able to answer this easily. Four other businesses. This is a question, in fact, of general knowledge. Sorry. Okay. Can I list it this way? One, they are into the business of automobile. Second, they are into the business of manufacturing. I can say steel. Third, they are into the business of consultancy. Fourth, can I say they are in the business of apparel? So you have Westside, you have Zudio. They are into the business of apparel. Fifth, they also own Starbucks. So let us put it this way. They are into, let's take an easier example so that I can explain to you. They are also into the manufacturing of FMCG products, right? They manufacture salt. So that is an FMCG product, right? So they are into manufacturing, or they are into four or five In fact, more than that, different types of business. Now, please understand to me whatever I'm saying carefully. Please understand carefully to whatever I am saying. What happens in this case is that Tata is into various businesses. But when someone is investing in Tata, they are not only investing in Tata, they are investing in the specific category of business. दे आर इन्वेस्टिंग इन द स्पेसिफिक कैटेगरी ऑफ बिजनेस. मतलब अगर आज मैं आपको कहता हूं कि मैंने टाटा के शेयर्स खरीदे हैं, तो मैं ऐसा नहीं कहूंगा कि मैंने सिर्फ टाटा के शेयर्स खरीदे. मैं बोलूंगा कि मैंने टाटा एप्रिल के शेयर्स खरीदे, मैंने टाटा इंश्योरेंस के शेयर्स खरीदे, क्योंकि टाटा इज ऑल्सो इनटू द बिजनेस ऑफ इंश्योरेंस. मैं आपको ऐसे कहूंगा कि मैंने टाटा मैन्युफैक्चरिंग के शेयर्स खरीदे. मैंने टाटा की कौन सी स्पेसिफिक कैटेगरी के शेयर्स खरीदे वो भी प्रॉपर्ली डिस्क्लोज होना चाहिए. So right, so this, if anyone who invests in the shares invests category wise, right? So when you look at the portal where you make investments, so there are various categories: pharma companies, manufacturing companies, trading companies. So then you select, say for example, you select insurance. In that you will get Tata. So you invest in Tata's insurance sector. Now the problem is that if I look at the overall financial statements of Tata, right, pay attention. If I look at the overall financial statements of Tata, they may be showing a profit. But when I look at the individual sector or individual category of insurance, they are having a loss. How can I invest in insurance looking at the entire company? That's not possible. I have to look at that particular category of business in which I am investing. I am investing in insurance. So I need to see the financial statements of insurance. If I invest in FMCG, so I have to look at the financial statements of FMCG. If I invest in manufacturing, I will have to look at the financial statements of manufacturing. राइट. आई कैनॉट से नहीं नहीं पूरी टाटा में तो प्रॉफिट ही हो रहा है ना, तो इन्वेस्ट कर दो. ऐसा नहीं होता है. हर एक कंपनी का अपना अपना अलग अलग कैटेगरी है. दैट कैटेगरी वी कॉल ओवर हियर एज सेगमेंट. It has different segments of business. It has insurance, it has apparel, it has manufacturing, it has FMCG, it has consultancy, it has so many different segments, and I am investing segment wise. When I am investing segment wise, I have to understand what is that segment's profit where I am investing, rather than knowing the entire profit of the company, which makes no sense because I am investing segment wise. So I need to understand the financial statement segment wise. And that is why they introduced AS-17, which tells you how to make segment reporting, which means one company has 5 different segments. How will you disclose 5 different segments of the same company? How will you disclose their financial statement? That is what AS-17 will teach you. AS-17 will explain to you. Are you understanding? Is this basic concept clear to you? Right, please tell me if this basic concept is clear, only then I will proceed forward. If this basic concept is not clear, then I will again repeat it for you, but we cannot proceed without you understanding the basic concept of AS-17. So please tell me whether you have understood the basic concept of 17. If yes, then we proceed to the next part of the standard. Okay, fine. So you all have understood the basic concept of AS-17. Let's go to the next part. Whenever you look at any segment, there are 2 types of segment. अभी हमने सबसे पहले ये समझा कि सेगमेंट रिपोर्टिंग क्या होता है और हम इसको रिपोर्टिंग क्यों करते हैं और इसके रिपोर्टिंग से हमको क्या इंफॉर्मेशन मिलने वाली है. Now understand there are 2 types of segments. One is a business segment, the other is a geographical segment. One is what? A business segment. One is what? A geographical segment. Let's understand the first thing, which is business segment, which means every company's various segments are divided into two parts. One is the business segment and one is the geographical segment. Let's try understanding the business segment first. A business segment means the company is dealing in different products. The different products that the company is dealing in is subject to different risks and different rewards. The different products that the company is dealing in, right, is is based on different risk and different rewards. You have different types of customers. When you have different types of customers, you are said to have different business segments. Are you understanding? I'll give you a very easy example to begin with. I am dealing in cars. Which cars do I deal? I deal in new cars also. I deal in old second hand cars also, and I deal in high end प्रीमियम कार्स एज वेल. मैं क्या करता हूँ, कार बेचने का बिजनेस करता हूँ, लेकिन उसमें भी तीन टाइप की कार है. जिसको नई खरीदनी है वो भी मेरे पास आता है, जिसको पुरानी सेकेंड हैंड खरीदनी है वो भी मेरे पास आता है, और जिसको हाई एंड प्रीमियम कार्स खरीदनी है वो भी मेरे पास आता है. You understand? Now please understand, all these three are subject to different risk and reward. How are they subject to different risk and reward? Please understand my example carefully. Suppose tomorrow in the newspaper you read that there was one murder that took place in a car. There was one murder that took place in a car. That car was second hand. Someone purchased it second hand, and then all this happened. Will The first question is, will you stop driving the car? The question is, will you stop driving the car if you get this news in the newspaper? That's my first question to you. If you get these news, will you stop driving the car? No. But do you believe that the market for second hand cars will be affected? Do you believe that the market for second hand cars will be affected with this? क्योंकि ऐसा इंसिडेंस हुआ है, लोग कार चलाना तो बंद नहीं करेंगे, लेकिन सेकेंड हैंड कार्स का जो मार्केट है, क्या आपको लगता है वो थोड़ा बहुत अफेक्ट होगा? Will this incident affect the market for the second hand cars? It may not affect for the new cars, but do you believe it will affect the market for the second hand cars? Yes, of course it will. It will affect the market for the second hand cars. So we'll constantly have inquiries from police. People will refrain from buying second hand cars if this kind of incident happens. Which means which means these are two different business segments. They are affected. These two different business segments are affected by different kinds of events that take place. Why? Because they are subject to different risk and reward. Because they are subject to different risk and reward, then you can say that these are two different business segments. Why? Because they are subject to different risk and reward. Are you understanding? Okay, let's go to example number 2. Tata is, if you are aware, Tata is also into the business of jewelry. So you have Tanishq by Tata, that is, they are into the jewelry segment. Now please understand my case. We have a lockdown, and because of lockdown, all stores are closed. We have a lockdown. Because of the lockdown, all stores are closed. Because all stores are closed, Tata ka Tanishq is also closed. Is the business of jewelry affected? My first question to you is the business of jewelry affected? Tata is also into the business of jewelry. Due to lockdown, all stores are closed. Because all stores are closed, of course, Tanishq is also closed. Do you agree with me that their business is affected? Of course, yes, it is affected. However, Tata also has a business of salt. Because of the lockdown, have you all stopped consuming salt? Have you all stopped consuming salt? My next question to you is, have you all stopped consuming salt? No, of course not. Which means, due to one situation, the risk is to the jewelry business, but there is no risk to the salt business. Which means, salt and jewelry, though they are owned by one company, Tata, they are subject to different risk and different rewards. Because they are subject to different risk and reward, they are termed as different business segments. हम इनको क्या कहेंगे, ये अलग अलग बिजनेस सेगमेंट है। क्यों? क्योंकि दोनों बिजनेसेस के अपने रिस्क और रिवॉर्ड अलग अलग है। क्योंकि दोनों बिजनेसेस के अपने रिस्क और रिवॉर्ड अलग अलग है, दे आर सब्जेक्ट टू डिफरेंट रिस्क एंड रिवॉर्ड, एंड दैट इज व्हाई दे आर कॉल्ड एज टू डिफरेंट बिजनेस सेगमेंट्स. Are you understanding? They are called as what? Two different business segments. Are you understanding? So right now I'm just giving you absolutely simple examples so that you can understand. Tomorrow when we read the accounting standard, you will get more points which will explain to you why this is a business segment and why this is a geographical segment. As of now, I want you to clearly understand all the simple points. The simple points are that every company has different business segments. All the segments are either divided into business segment or geographical segment. I am again repeating, all the companies have various segments in their business. Either it is a business segment or it is a geographical segment. Now we have already understood what is a business segment, so let's go to the last part for today, which is known as the geographical segment. Which is known as what? The geographical segment. Right? Now, of course, we've already studied that the products are subject to different risk and reward. Now, here, when you look at geographical segment, you will have to understand that there are changes in economic conditions. There are changes in economic conditions, right? Why are there changes in economic conditions? It may be due to the kind or the class of people there that are there in different places. Second, it may be due to political conditions. It may be due to currency fluctuations. So if I talk about India and US, there is a difference in the currency fluctuations. There can be difference in foreign exchange regulations due to various things. There are difference in terms of geography. The main condition, the main reason is your economic conditions. So because you have different economic conditions, you have something known as different geographical segments. You have different geographical segments. Now, please understand this carefully. There was one outlet that was opened over here, and the name of the outlet was Dunkin' Donuts. They started Dunkin' Donuts in Vadodara, right? At the beginning, of course, there was a lot of craze, but today that store is closed. If you look at same Dunkin' Donuts, it is popularly running in cities like Mumbai, in cities like Delhi. Why? Because the geography of the two cities is different. The economic conditions of the two cities is different. Because the economic conditions of the two cities different, the same product, the same donut is not a success in Vadodara, but the same product, the same donut is a big success at Mumbai. This is the reason why there is only one business of the same company, but it has different behavior in two different cities. Right? I hope you are clearly able to understand. Example number 2. There is one ice cream outlet known as Baskin Robbins. Baskin Robbins, huge success in Mumbai, huge success in Delhi, huge success in Pune, huge success in Bangalore. Vadodara, you have one or two small outlets. Hardly they have good customers, very good product, same company, same product is behaving differently in two different cities. Are you understanding what I'm trying to say? Okay. Then you have a brand known as Zara. We have Zara, we have a brand called as H&M. You have a brand called as Zara selling ready-made clothes. You have a brand known as H&M selling ready-made clothes. Same clothing, same brands, right? You have some stuff. You have one outlet in Surat, but you still don't have an outlet in Vadodara because they may feel that the economic conditions at Vadodara are not the same as they are at Surat because they have two different conditions. These are two different cities with two different economic conditions. They are afraid that their product may not support them at Vadodara, but that product will support them at cities like Surat, at cities like Mumbai. Are you understanding what I'm trying to say? So, because there are two economic conditions, the same product is behaving differently in two different cities. That is known as geographical business segments. Are you understanding? That is known as what? Geographical business segment. Right? Let's take one more example, and then I think that would be sufficient for today. So you will find pubs in Mumbai, but you won't find any pubs in Vadodara. Why? Because Vadodara is a part of a dry state, while Mumbai is not, which means there is a difference in the political conditions. Because there is a difference in the political condition, one company, Kingfisher, can produce and sell successfully one product in Mumbai, but the same product can never be sold in a city like Vadodara. Why? Because there are two difference. Well, because there is a difference in the political conditions between the two. Are you understanding? Right. So we have understood that why AS-17 is required. What are the different business? What are the different segments that they can have? There are two business segments. One is a business segment and one is a geographical segment. So any company will have various segments, which is divided into either a business segment or a geographical segment. Are you understanding? Right. I hope this is clear to you. Right, please tell me whether it is clear to you or not, because tomorrow when we begin with the standard, all these basic concepts will help you to understand the standard smoothly. And this is a big standard, so we will have a lot of questions to be solved as well. So that is why I request you to let me know if you're absolutely clear with this. If you're clear, only then we will proceed ahead tomorrow. Fine. I think this much is sufficient for today. What you do is you today revise the entire AS-18, make sure you're completely clear, absolutely clear with that, and then tomorrow we begin with accounting standards 17. And of course, today we will meet for audit at 3:30. Fine, thank you so much for attending. Do revise the entire standards. If you have doubts, come back to me. I will solve them. Thank you, and I'll see you at 3:30 for audit.